على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, all praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has provided us the ability to come to His house. We ask Allah to accept our ibadah, and we ask the Almighty Allah to forgive our shortcomings. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. In the chapter of having to build relationships, which is the important factor of a believer's life, and it has a lot to do with a functionality of this human being in this world. Having to build relationship is a cause of keeping a good behavior in society and being able to leave a good legacy behind when a person departs from this world. When a person has been recognized by an individual who is working hard to keep all relationships despite of how difficult they may be, after this individual leaves from this world, people remember that individual with good regards. And this was the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, "O Allah, keep my name in a good remembrance after I depart from this world." So as a believer, it is his responsibility, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in an incident mentioned about two individuals and their statements from the companions, and based on what the companion said, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Wajabat, wajabat," something has become compulsory. And then the Rasul ﷺ said, "Antum shuhada'ullahi ala al-ard," you are the witness of Allah on earth. And however you regard people, that's how the individual is going to be treated by Allah. And when we talk about being regarding your behavior, love is something, compassion is something that is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When a person is working really hard and genuinely making all relationship and ties together for the pleasure of Allah, then the love of that individual, Allah descends in the hearts of people. Right? As the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ described, that when a person is loved by Allah, Allah tells the angels to love him, and all the angels start to love him, and Allah Azza wa Jal commands the angels to descend and tell the people of the world that Allah loves them so and so, so everybody should love him. This happens when we are trying to show our best of behavior, keeping Allah in our mind and with sincerity of our intention. Anas bin Malik radiyallahu anhu says that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Man ahabba an yabsata lahu fi rizqihi wa yunsa lahu fi atharihi falyasil rahima muttafaqun alayh." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever loves that his provision should be meaningful or his provision should be prolonged, and he leaves a good legacy behind, then he should make sure that he does the act of binding and combining relationship. فَلْيَصِلْ رَحِمَ. Whoever connection, whatever type of relationships he has with people, with individuals, family, extended family, he's trying to keep these relationships together. And once a person starts to do that, what happens? There are two things that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam has promised. Number one, يُبْسَطَ لَهُ فِي رِزْقِهِ. Allah expands His provision. What does it mean by provision being expanded? It's not that you wake up the next morning and you see the numbers in your account doubled from the night before. It is actually that whatever rizq Allah sends to you, it is a meaningful rizq. It's with barakah and blessings. And when وَيُنْسَى لَهُ فِي أَثَرِهِ, and then you leave your memory in the minds of so many people behind you, that after you depart from this world, they remember you and they make dua for you. They remember you by good name, and they make dua for you, and then you left a legacy that is benefiting you when you depart from this world. So two major factors. Once you're alive, everything that you have is blissful and has barakah in it. This first category has been taken care of. The second is after I die, when I'm not able to do good action myself, but Allah gives the reward to me of good actions of other people, because when I leave memories in their mind, they actually do actions. They actually do good deeds. You know, a lot of times, and this is a personal experience, a lot of times when I'm reading a book or a book of hadith or maybe Bukhari or some narration, and as soon as I'm reading that narration, I remember the talk of our teacher, our professor, mentioning certain factors of this hadith, and immediately Allah gives me that thought that he has passed away, so I should recite something and give him as a gift. Right? So this is what you leave behind, that when people do those things in their lives, they remember that this person used to tell me how to do this, or he used to show me how to do this, or he told me certain things at certain point. Then what we do is we make dua for them, and that dua benefits those people. This is what it means by leaving a positive impact in the minds of people when we depart from this world. So all of these two things, both of these things are achieved by doing one action, which is the Prophet ﷺ said, فَلْيَصِلْ رَحِمَهُ. Make sure that he is tying kinship with everybody. He has good relationship with everyone. And everybody speaks highly of him just because the way this person is. And remember, I mentioned that in the beginning, this is a genuine love which Allah puts in the hearts of people based on your relationship with people and the connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask the Almighty Allah to grant us the understanding and the ability to practice. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحان الله وبحمده. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد